Hey, what is going on, everybody? If you have been doing your 3 games a day for the Galacta gift event, then you should be able to get your costume coin today on May 21st, 2025. However, I believe they did say that this quote-unquote event will be permanently there for new players, but only redeemable once. So brand new players coming to the game will also be able to do 3 games a day and get themselves a shiny new costume coin, which is good for one of the Season 0 OG costumes for the starting cast. A lot of you seem to find my Season 0 starter skins recap video helpful, but I've noticed in the comments section a lot, and even in my chat on the rare days where I actually stream, that people want to know what skins I think they should be selecting. Before we get to the top 10 best skins I think you could go for with the costume coin, there are 3 things I want to discuss. First off, none of these skins will come with their bundle counterpart, meaning whatever skin you select with the costume coin will not come with the nameplate, MVP, the emote, or the spray associated with those skins. However, you can then go buy said bundle for a discounted price since you now own the skin. Second, there's only one legendary skin available. So if you want to ignore my list and go for the skin that is the most bang for your buck, even though the costume coin is technically free, then you should be looking at the Hulk's Green Scar skin. It's the only legendary available with this costume coin. When I got the skin, it was 2,400 units for the bundle, and 2,000 units for the skin on its own. All of the other skins here were 1,600 units for the bundle, and 1,400 on their own. So yeah, not a massive difference, but if you're looking for the most expensive skin you could get here, it's the Hulk one. Third, I have a general rule of thumb that I often say when answering you all in the comments section, and that rule is to go with whatever skin you think looks the coolest. If you still can't decide, then go with the character you like the most, or play the most. If after both of those methods still leave you wondering what to do, then consider my opinions. I just want to reiterate that the nitty-gritty of this video will purely be my opinion, and everyone is going to have their own list of what the best starter skins are. But these are the ones that I have applied the first method to, and are the ones I think look the coolest. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's talk about my list. Number 10. We're already starting with some controversy here at 10 because I'm ruling it a tie. We're talking about Magneto's Master of Magnetism skin, and Wolverine's Deadpool and Wolverine skin. Now the reason I have both of these tied at 10 is because I much prefer these semi-iconic looks for Magneto and Wolverine, and feel like these should have been their default looks. This is how I've always pictured Magneto, and this is how I've always pictured Wolverine. Not much else to it than that. Coming in at number 9, we have Superior Iron Man. Despite Iron Man getting some interesting skins so far, including a free skin right out the gate, a medieval Battle Pass skin, a steampunk skin, and the Avengers Endgame skin, I still find myself gravitating towards Superior Iron Man. The skin itself looks really nice and clean, the armor overdrive looks neat, easily still his best skin in my opinion, and a must if you like Iron Man. If you decide to go buy the bundle after, it does come with a looping emote that looks awesome too, if you're into that sort of thing. Moving on to number 8, we have Mantis's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 skin. Now I know they just brought back the Season 0 Battle Pass that has galactic wings in it, which is one of Mantis's best skins, but despite loving that one, I found myself using the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 skin more. You can basically take my reasoning behind the Magneto and Wolverine skins I put at number 10 and apply it here as well, but maybe even amplify it by quite a bit. I'm not sure if it's because I didn't know a lot about the character or have a huge interest in her prior to the MCU movies, but to me this is an upgraded version of Mantis's default look in the game. I like the way her face looks better, the longer hair looks really nice, and the antenna look on this one is a little more straight. I just like it a lot better than her default. Next up we have Namor's Wakanda Forever skin. If you really like Namor but you're like me and the default look just isn't it, and you also just don't want to spend any money on the Retro X uniform look for him that just released, then this is a really nice skin. I think Retro X Uniform gives it a run for its money, but I'll still be using this skin over that when not making content. This skin is going to be tough to beat for him in my opinion. Coming in at number 6, we got the Punisher 2099. I really thought the Peach Momoko skin was going to dethrone this one for me, especially with the samurai aesthetic, but I ended up not liking that skin as much as I thought I would, so I still think this is the reigning champion for Punisher skins. I do just want to point out though that if you want to use your costume coin somewhere else, but still want a new Punisher skin, he has one of the best recolors in the game with his camo look. So maybe use the costume coin on something else and grab his camo look for 600 units when you're able to instead. Punisher really needs some better skins though. Like, I don't love any of them so far. Adam Warlock's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 skin brings us to number 5 on my list. If you didn't get the Season 1 Battle Pass skin Blood Soul, and you have no interest in spending money on the Immortal Avatar skin that's coming out this week, then this would be the next best thing. It shouldn't feel like settling for something inferior though, because this is still a really awesome skin. I would probably only take this skin if you intend to get the full bundle. It has a really flashy MVP, and an emote that basically makes it look like Adam's going Super Saiyan that doesn't break unless you move. In other words, it's another persistent emote. It doesn't necessarily loop, but it'll keep going until you move. I will be honest though, I'm not sure I would like the skin as much without the emote, so do with that information what you will. At 4, I have the Hulk Green Scar skin. I spoke about this a bit earlier, being the only legendary in the set. You get some sound effects on this one. If you go for the full bundle after you get the skin for free, you get an incredibly detailed MVP that is still one of the best in the whole game. Getting the bundle also means you could get an animated nameplate for cheaper. Even if you don't get the bundle, this Hulk costume is still his best in the game in my opinion, but I also might be a bit biased because much like samurai stuff, I also really gravitate to anything gladiator style too. Now, it might come as a shock that this is a number 1 on my list, but at 3 we're going with Scarlet Witch's Multiverse of Madness skin. If you didn't grab it in the bundle with Doctor Strange's zombie skin, then you might as well get it for free. Wanda is still my favorite character in the game, and though I still think her default might be my favorite design of hers currently, if you want a different skin for her, then this is it. However, similar to Adam, I feel like if you're not going to grab this skin then go buy the rest of the bundle, it's not nearly as worth it. The MVP animation you would get with the bundle is her best in the game so far, and the emote where she floats up and reads the Darkhold is probably my favorite in the whole game. I'm pretty sure I've used that emote more than any other emote in the game. Even if you don't decide to shell out some cash to get the rest of the bundle, this is the only skin so far that gives her the corrupted look on her fingertips, and I think that's a really awesome detail. Doctor Strange's Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy is a lot to say, but I was extremely surprised by how much I liked this skin. When I was doing competitive in Season 0, I was playing a decent amount of Strange, and the more I played him, the more and more this skin grew on me. I quite like the look of his eyes, and even though I wasn't a fan of the muscular, big, bulky look they gave Doctor Strange, I feel like it works really well with this costume. It's almost like he's wearing sorcerer battle armor and not wizard clothes. The design of the cape on this skin is really nice too. If you do decide to then go get the bundle after getting the skin, I absolutely love the floating up and drinking tea emote that comes with it, and it's a great emote to use on him on any skin. Much like my girl Wanda being a shocker at number 3, my number 1 is equally as shocking, as I am the hard-to-watch king of Magic gameplay. That's right, Magic's Eldritch Armor is my number 1 skin you can get with this costume coin. This is still one of the best skins in the entire game. I still consider this list my opinion and other people's lists their opinion, but if you think Punk Magic or Snowboarding Magic with her chainsaw sword or her default is better, then I'm sorry to break it to you, you're wrong. All jokes aside, I think this skin is at the peak of the best skins in Marvel Rivals. The detail on the armor and the effects on the sword, her arm, and the crown floating over her head just blend so well together. The design of Darkchild with the similar effects I just mentioned set this skin apart from her others and apart from the majority of the skins in the game. On top of that, if you decide to shell out money for the rest of the bundle, this is also one of the best MVPs in the entire game. If you don't include featured skins, this is probably the best Season 0 skin, period. If you do include featured skins from Season 0, then the only one that probably beats this is Snow Symbiote Venom. And I can say all of this with full confidence as the best Magic player under 4 hours game time. I'm just kidding. There's probably a lot of people with less playtime on her that are better than me, but it's still a really nice skin, okay? And that does it for my list. This list doesn't really benefit me. It was intended to help you all make your decisions once you grab your costume coin, so please, if you think other skins deserve to be here, or certain skins should take priority over the ones I picked, please let us know in the comments so you could also help people with their decision making. Once again, go with your gut. Choose the skin you think looks the coolest or goes with your main. Pick a skin for a character you just started learning or you think you want to learn, or just go with the Hulk skin since it's the only legendary. Whatever you decide to do, I hope you found this video helpful. Lastly, please let me know in the comments section if I should do more videos like this. I've been wanting to do top 10 lists for the skins each season, or like tier lists, but I just haven't gotten around to doing them. The costume coins releasing sped up the process, so here we are. I love getting feedback from you all and using it to shape my content because at the end of the day, you are the ones watching it and consuming it, so definitely let me know if you want more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!